I imagine that they will start on the defense. Yep, that's indeed the case. So Godlike will be starting defensively. LG right off the get-go. 5-man hit over towards B. Nades over the top in towards mid. Godlike are giving up the B site completely, though, looking for a heavy stack at A. So a bit of a blind counter on both sides. Smoke will cover the cross. Should allow enough opportunity for Envy to get this plant stretched, and that's indeed the case. Neutrino was looking for spam, but it comes up empty. So into the 5v5 post plant. Washi kicks things off with the first blood through mid.
Goes for the surprise plays and makes it happen through the smoke. Plants that bomb. Less than 40 seconds left. Neutrino tries to push through mid. It's not going to be an easy task. They're already expecting a push from their own spawn. Not going to have the kill, but Tech does. Washi as well. And all of a sudden, there's only 2 members alive on the side of Godlike, getting dominated at a distance. Tries to defend himself. Prevail not going to actually make it happen now as Neutrino finds a kill. Washi takes his 3rd of the round, and just like that, with an interesting way of starting, that round goes their way.
Yeah, tone setter right there for LG. And again, I think if you're Godlike, you kind of shrugged that round off. You predicted a heavy A hit, it all went B. Trying to break down a 5v5 post plant against LG on that B site, not all that plausible. Nades coming on the top for both sides this time. Godlike showing a lot more force defensively at B, and it does push off any early attempts from Luminosity. On top of that, Band has stayed over towards trailer side, so he's pretty confident that no one's playing up and close, but there could still be players inside a trailer. That would be the big question mark as LG look to plant over towards A, but they quickly get on in, get the SMGs to take control, and now once again, we go 5v5 post plant. Washi again kicks us off with another first blood.
That's right, that's gonna begin to be an issue yet again for the Indian team. Waiting patiently behind that bomb, the side of LG will opt to defend. All they have to do is wait for what could be eventually a surprise or a desperate, rather, play for the side of Godlike. They get that kill onto Washi, immediately pushing for more. Prevail did not realize that there was someone inside of the trailer. Gets taken down, they go for that kill, try to knock him down.
They hopped it. He's still on for the defuse. That's going to be enough. I think he gets the defuse off. Sure does. Oh, man, I love the call. I mean, you kind of see it.
Notice.
It's like Navy SEALs. You've got pre-fire on one doorway, someone else is pre-firing through the smoke, and then you just get on, you hop it, and LG are so worried about trying to find the kills that they kind of lose sight of the bomb site itself. So a little ninja coming through for Godlike ties us up at 1. And for the first time, we'll see LG come out of spawn with a bit more patience, although that said, it's only tempered rebuild a bit. They're pushing all the way through 10, and no one was looking for that play whatsoever. Band with the double base following up, and they're not done yet. Prevail eventually pushes them off, but that clearance will allow a free plant for LG at A.
I mean, it was either the 10 ban or find a quadra on that round. Luckily enough for Godlike, that's not going to be the case, but bombs down. Envy does it again. Now a 3v2. The trade was just not favorable for Godlike. They all begin to rethink their strategy. Seemingly gonna be pushing here through A-Long. Thinking about that push at a distance. Washi still trying to snipe him down. Not gonna be possible yet. There's a push from Strong's. Big going to the fend, and just like that, Envy will finish him off.
Yeah, great post plant setups here for LG. The only thing that's foiled it so far is, again, that sneak right underneath their noses of the defuse from the previous round. So I'm looking at this saying, LG have shown us a hard B hit, an attempt to go B again, and then quickly wrap back towards A, and then that round, very uncharacteristic. We don't see it all that often. A double SMG push through mid. This has got to have Godlike all up in their heads in terms of where are they going? How do we deal with this? There's so many things to worry about. And fortunately, off the get-go, what was a good set nade, Neutrino is able to finally get Godlike an early numbers advantage, finding 2 through mid-map.
In a way, Luminosity trying to be as unpredictable as possible, but Godlike's responses to them, not necessarily a bad one. So far in here, they yet again try something different. The grenade kill by Tech was definitely a good startup, but they've lost 2 members. Band big out of the picture now. Washi thinking about throwing a nade at a distance. It's not gonna make it any simpler. 1 minute and 15 seconds on the clock as LG tries to find some sort of opening in here.
They're just looking for timing. Oh my goodness! That timing, that pixel peak could not have been slimmer of margins, and that may be the door opened. In a 4v3, LG were the ones who had to find something to go their way. And now, there's an opportunity for them to know that they very likely have Godlike split between both of these 2 sites. So they're going to get a 3v2 over at A. First contact good for Prevail. Keeps his life. Spam coming out. Doesn't quite finish him off. Eventually gets the kill, but it's all down to Tech. 40 seconds on the clock. 1v2. No bomb in hand. Knows he's got a player playing up towards mid, and he's looking to isolate, but I love this from Godlike. they just back off and say, if you want to plant over at A, sure, we're going to give you a 1v2. But it just comes down to, will they actually convert it? Because Tech will get this plant off without much concern.
Yeah, he'll get it just like that, but it's still a 1v2. Has to be cautious about this interaction. But we all know Tech. We all know how clutch he can be on several situations, and this could be one of them. And Godlike knows it.
Yeah.
They gotta play it smart.
It's just all about how they find him, and they do right there. Okay, so Tech was kind of looking to see what they're going to come from runs back. I mean, there's so many opportunities to where this double stack for Godlike. We see you. Not to be pushed aside. 2-2, really big round right there for Godlike.
Really, really big round in there to even them out. I gotta say that was great. That was great. As quickly as possible, they had to take down Tech, and that's exactly what happened. They didn't even allow him to go for like a sneaky flank or just try to surprise them one by one. That was just not the situation. And oh my God, that nade was tremendous. Unfortunately, not enough. Rail with a kill. Trunks with the next one. The follow-up for the side of LG is just not there.
Yep. Tempo switch here from Godlike. They say we're have enough of you guys kind of controlling and dictating the speed of this map. And this time it's open nades over towards the backside of A, and then a double hit up through mid, and now you've even got a sniper rifle and a B is controlling backside B alley. So Luminosity are quite literally stuck here. There is nowhere they can go, and once more, kind of like the round previous, they're just hoping Godlike makes a mistake, over peaks, and they can find free kills. So expect to see Washi kind of just floating on an island, seeing if he can just work an angle and find a free pick to try to level the numbers up a bit.
That's right. That's exactly what they need now. There's a minute left. LG, want to play for picks, or do you want to sort of push and find a kill somewhere, somehow? In here, nothing gonna happen. Still a 3v5. And with that kill, that is going to be even more deeply hurting the side of LG. Godlike now finally finding their own pace, finally finding how to do it. Godlike now first member to go down is gonna be Learn. Tech still alive. Ambi gonna take that opportunity to plant that bomb, but there's the push. They gotta defend themselves. They're collapsing onto them at the same time. Angie gets a kill to try to answer back, goes for the double, but runs away. The way that Godlike played that was just so huge. They realized that they were both at the bomb site and just collapsed from so many different entrances that it became nearly impossible for LG to react back.
This has been a really interesting story of this first half. First 3 rounds are 2 different 5v5 post plans. One goes the way of Godlike with a little sneak ninja diffuse, but LG's opening aggression allowed them quick plants. Since that point, though, Godlike have been able to come out on top with 2 straight rounds where they've had numbers advantages. And looks like this round will go back to what we saw in the first 3. 5v5 post plant, but LG do not have a lot of control back towards bathroom side. They're going to have to bunker down. The only big advantage here for LG on this post plant is the fact that this is going to take a lot of time for Godlike to clear. So it's going to have to be a mad dash onto the site for Godlike, and they're going to have to make a decision of which direction do they want to go. 3-member stack over towards the back looks like that will be the main focus. Most of this has been seen by the players inside a trailer, but they haven't found the kills as of yet. Oh, the trigger discipline from Tectonic. How good is that? He catches a couple of Godlike members out, and the kills are perfect for LG. Last one left is a Bees, and he does not have enough time to get through all 4 LG members and defuse. Impressive shot to keep the hand hot, but largely speaking, LG say, we're not going to bother trying to fight you guys early. Come to us, and it works out great for a 3-3 half.
That was good. That was good. I like that first half. Godlike in LG just proving their best in here. But now, as we flip spawns, I'd like to say that, to me, arguably, Godlike's attack strategies are quite impressive. They try to be even more unpredictable than what we've seen so far. Look at that push. It's straight from mid, through the smoke. No one knows that Trunks is here. Gonna get one, gonna go for 2 in here. Not gonna be possible. There's Prevail with the opportunity and takes the kill before dying. Turns around, Ben tries to defend. Not gonna be possible. And all of a sudden, we only have 5 players left.
That took balls flat out for Godlike to come through, smoke barrel, and then just mad dash through it. You're so susceptible to nade damage making a play like that. And to be fair, LG don't necessarily get caught too by surprise. They've evened up the numbers, but the advantage of isolating the LG defense has allowed Godlike now to send this to a 2v1. Tectonic, once again, last one left. And Godlike have a ton of time to work with and see if they could possibly create some doubt into what Tectonic wants to do. And at the moment, he's kind of playing halfway between both different bomb sites. He won't have a look at this hit towards A, but he will be able to rotate in a multitude of ways. He can either play it safe by rotating back, or he can get aggressive by playing through trailer, or even more so, all the way around the back of the flank.
Bombs down and 40 seconds on the clock. Tech, no new guy to this sort of situation. Last time it did not work out whatsoever. Let's see if he can change that outcome this time around, because he's taking his time as he should. Has to hurry now soon, and that's something that Godlike knows at a distance. Learn once again will knock him down. And if I'm not mistaken, on the other 1v2 could have been him, maybe Prevail. I'm not too sure. What I am sure about is the fact that Godlike once again got that lead.
Yeah, and another, again, opportunity to showcase that Godlike is not going to allow LG to control the tempo of this map. This time, again, talking about that opening hit, look what it's forced. Godlike could have forced out a lot of LG nades over towards middle, but they're not hitting it right off the get-go. So a lot of opening defensive utility has been spent just to keep them safe from that opening aggression. Envy by himself with the kilo inside a trailer. Not the standard weapon that we often see players use in this position, so he's gonna have to try to play through the window and see if he can get any information. And he's got a little bit of assistance of tech just outside of barrels if he needs to bail and get back to safety.
That's right, and I am quite impressed about that kilo. I'm not too sure that's gonna have the impact that he wants. So far, no one's dead, but the time keeps going down. Already went over 40 seconds, and the side of Godlike has to figure out a way to do it. But ooh, there it is. Washi, the player that had been getting the most first blood, is now gonna get knocked out of the park.
And they know where both AR players are. They know the spam from the trailer means there's only one player inside, and they also saw Tech for a moment there on this cross. Learn gets onto the bomb site. You also have a player floating through mid-map, but Learn just takes the 1v1. Woo! Impressive gunfight. Trunks now trying to change things up. Tech playing deep, gets caught a little bit by surprise, but Trunks still snaps over to the kill. Now down to Band, and it's a 1v5. 40 seconds on the clock. If he pulls this off, it'll be written in the annals of Call of Duty history. First shot's not clean, second will be there, but Trunks comes from behind, no worries, and Godlike take their first convincing lead, 5-3 cushion.
Very convincing round. I gotta say, LG got heavily outplayed in multiple situations off of that round, and because of that, like you mentioned, 2 rounds in a row going in favor of Godlike, who, like I mentioned, their offensive style on plenty of map for search and destroy has been shown across this weekend, and here's gonna be no exception. Now Trunks, maybe playing with fire over here. He was too confident, and Band and Big gonna make him pay that price.
This is all about timing for Godlike. That was not a full commitment to B. All that was Trunks seeing if he could get an opening kill and try to move the LG defense. Even though he doesn't get the elimination, he has still successfully moved LG over towards B. And the commitment from Learn is beautiful. He's gonna get this plant off. It just comes down to, will he be allowed to exit? LG start to realize the follies of their setup. Nades over the top to connect, but not for a kill. Middle of the map, lurking, Vague gets taken down by a Bees. That makes safe an additional pinch. Prevail also still controlling it towards mid, but now caught by surprise. Band over the back, he gets smoked! Oh my goodness, Band had his number, but it doesn't make a difference. Now Learn over the top of the bomb site, trying to get all 3. Sees Washi at range. 1v3 opportunity for LG. Not gonna happen. Abiz takes his focus back, but what an unbelievable call for Godlike to make the quick transition to A.
Incredible way to take advantage of that situation. You said it. The way that Luminosity was playing across that map was really good, but not perfect. They had that opening over on Alpha, and immediately Godlike capitalized on it, plants the bomb, immediately goes for the kills as well. And that head glitch was just immaculate. Now Trunks gonna be pushing yet again for that kill. Big is gonna make him suffer. Not gonna be the kill that he wanted. Actually gets the kill onto Prevail, and the push continues. Now they fully commit over on Bravo, but they've lost only one member, the 1-for-1 trade as they go through.
They can still create doubt here though. This will be a commitment towards B, but keep your eye on number 4. Beans is lurking through mid-map. He's trying to catch LG crossing back, seeing if the mind games have worked out. And look at the rotation. This is freaking brilliant from Godlike. Envy will scout out. Yes, this is a commitment towards B. Can they stop the plant through mid? Tectonic will be nearby. But you can see this little bit of play with time for Godlike is creating LG's doubt. Envy turns things up though. as he gets in and controls tires. That's also your bomb carrier down, and now LG will commit to trying to reclaim this B site.
And that's gonna be the biggest factor, the fact that they are already in their heads. They're not too sure what to do, when to do it, how to do it. They gotta reform something.
This mental gymnastics for Godlike is absolutely mind-bending. They've re-cleared A. Seeing if they take Washing down at mid, he can't get the quick scope. Now an opportunity to either battle back towards A or just pinch the B site. Godlike, absolute masterminds on firing range certs. Tie us up 7-3. Whoa, we got ourselves a series.
Oh man, I had to turn around and look at them go. Look at them go. They're so happy with themselves, as they should be. They've not only won, but
you chose to find this map in the pool, and here it is. Time to put up or shut up. Let's go. LG spawning in as yellow, Godlike spawning in as blue. 50-50 fights, window to window. Expect LG to have an advantage in the AR battle, but it's Vague who actually cleans things out over towards Rock side. Learn knowing he really can't contest the open side hallway, backs off, and that means that Godlike just have to kind of hunker down and hope that Prevail can stay alive.
Okay, to begin with, Godlike having a great start now. An outstanding defense. Trunks with the double, and I find a triple now onto the kill from Envy. Trunks doing an outstanding job. 4 kills already, gets inside of the hill, gets surprised by Big, but quickly revenge frag in favor of Godlike. This fountain has Godlike written all over the place as of right
Huge
now.
start.
Huge start.
Absolutely massive. 23 seconds on the first hard point. We still have 16 seconds to possibly get a little bit extra. This is not common, friends. LG.
You were talking about that difference earlier on.
Oh yeah, LG at the moment they're kind of feeling like, wait a second, hold on, what's happening here? Because now they're losing on rotation too, over towards the bottom side of Garage. Does the Bees have a read that LG's just outside water? Oh, Trunks will check for him. Kills come through though for Luminosity. A Bees up top in the corner, just playing his own life, and almost gets to LG. Get the good kills, and now they're in the hard point.
I would say that this kill was the one that Godlike played the best off of Hacienda. Let's see if they do it again. Right now the sponsor not working their way in the side of LG are capitalizing on it. There's gonna be the triple, there's gonna be the use of the Pred missile, and another double. Envy destroying absolutely everybody on his way. Has the usage of the 100 kill drone that he'll throw at a distance. They are falling like flies at this point. Luminosity has the key part to make the door shut. Put a lock on it and not allow Godlike to have some sort of comfort on the first 30 seconds.
Honestly, this is fine. Overall, Envy's off to a blinder. He's got 9 kills through the first 2 lives. He had the War Machine halfway through P2, plus the Pred missile, and even though the Pred he does hit, the War Machine comes up empty. So when you talk about it, yeah, LG technically come on top of this hard point, but it's not as convincing as you might have assumed, considering the War Machine had been earned super, super quick. So now we go to rotation. About an even game, but as fences will open up, Godlike will have a lot of numbers already ready to go in from the high ground, and keep your eye on Prevail. He's already on the flank and be aware of it, tries to take the challenge, but Prevail takes the win. And now it's down to Godlike playing from the high ground, trying to re-aggress inside.
You talk about Trunks, let's also talk about Avism, who's also with 9 kills in here. They're trying to rotate, but Luminosity, ooh, look at that annihilator by Washi. Has it set on. Trunks alongside with Learn. Wanna get inside. The War Machine from Neutrino is gonna end up with a 4-piece for him. Avism to the ground. Trunks still following through now with that claw. The damage is set. The side of Godlike inside. Neutrino with the use of the War Machine. Now the Pred in his hand. He knows where everybody's at. Takes that kill immediately. Will try to go for the next one as he spams a few extra shots with the War Machine. The control is still potentially going to be in Godlike's favor now with the usage of yet another operator.
It's another moment where I'm really impressed with the decisions that Godlike are making and when they want to pop out certain operators. The War Machine, the Claw, the Annihilator all spent pretty darn well right there for GL. Scrap time goes their way. Lead reestablished, but over towards Rock. Tectonic and the rest of Luminosity already have the numbers and a really solid read, or not. Envy had Neutrino dead to rights. Did not make a difference. Kill still comes through. Now we can 50-50 over the top of the hard point. Ban, you know he wants to get this Purifier out. If he can find a way to get up top, and yeah, there it is, the mantle over. Able to find himself a double. Taking it towards a little bit more aggression. And hold up, let him cook. Band able to get himself 4. Tectonic following up now with the Sparrow as LG have firm control at P4.
You were talking about the operators from Godlike, but what about Band now Tech? Finding a kill to prevail, going for the double. He knows that he's there, gets it like it's nothing. Turns around now with a grab, finds the triple, immediately repositions to get the advantage against the opponents. He knows where they're at, begins to shoot. There's a lot of damage, takes out the Deagle, thinks that he has to reload, but instead of that, he's gonna throw that 100 killer thrown at a distance. Bag with the clean use of the equalizer, doing so much for the team. Not gonna be enough, but the damage was done there for Luminosity.
That is a brilliant trade from Prevail. Again, should have been dead to rights. The new guy in. I'm sure Skull Guy's at home rooting him on hard. And with all that said, we exit the first rotation even. 2-point gap. Godlike, couple of good kills as soon as the hard point opens up. Abiz looking to stay on top of the hard point. A little bit of chaos inside the smoke. And eventually, kills will be there. It just comes at a little bit more laborious than you would have assumed. And Abiz will find himself both inside the hill. Godlike earning more time.
The multi-kills, man, it's just insane now. Abiz has the opportunity to use the Sparrow. I doubt that he's gonna be using it while he's inside of that sticky situation. Eventually gets knocked out by the hands of LG, who are now trying to keep up with Godlike's incredible T1 performance that they had. They have managed to now break through all that, because that would have been really, really detrimental to the way that LG has been playing so far in this game. They make it even, they make it close. There's still 15 seconds left. That Godlike, of course, is not gonna get to go unnoticed. Gonna be some time that they still fight for, but LG still does the same.
A lot of opportunities coming up here for both teams to pop specialists as we head over towards another money hard point here at Garage. In particular, Envy's got himself the War Machine at the ready. On the other side, though, 4 operators ready to go. Neutrino kicking us off with War Machine on the now defensive side, so to speak. Annihilator working with it. This has been a very big focus for Godlike. Every time they've got these two, they're going to use them together. Envy able to counteract, though. War Machine be War Machine. And that's enough. Envy's going to be able to clear the point off completely. Trunks making sure the spawn stays in favor of Godlike, anchoring things down. But does he have to come help the hard point? No, doesn't need to, at least at the moment. Still a good focus here from Godlike. But they are getting a little bit split and a little bit caught off guard. LG from the front and back simultaneously have done well. Forces out the Pred, which he bends in for a double. Godlike looking to re-break. Kills looking good. Nothing for LG at the moment in terms of what they can use, because Tectonic takes himself out with the Sparrow. Still a chance for LG to fight. Back and forth, tug of war over the top of the second hill, and finally a flank from Washi will put this one a bit more out of contest as LG will get the scrap.
Tectonic takes himself out in order for the gods to allow LG to keep things under control, and they do. Now they finally find some sort of lead going their way. 13 seconds, that is not the most, but is good. That's exactly what they want to go for. Let's see what response has Godlike in here. Like you mentioned, the rotations has been really clean, but they gotta make sure that, yet again, the defense after that is great as well. Now they're gonna be immediately broken by the hands of Big. Big still alive, gonna find that kill onto Trunks. The side of LG struggling to keep things up, but Big still manages to survive with a Quadra. Has the equalizer available, on top of that there's a Pred, and that's exactly what we see him use. Finds that kill. That is gonna end with the life of Prevail. Big is still alive, on top of that there's Washi with Annihilator now.
Yeah, really good play by Veg, just keeping his life waiting for help, and help has arrived. Godlike, though, off the pitch through mid. Still a chance to fight for a lot of time. Vague still alive. Still dealing the damage over through 10. Godlike trying to stay in the fight and try to contest, but it's just not working out. And Vague continues to just rip up bodies. Still, though, is it too early to be sending some love the opposite direction? Because Godlike are still fighting for this scrap time. 5 seconds is not insignificant in a game that's been this close. And look at the rotation. Godlike already have 3 here. No operators to help them out, but they're going to be able to open up Rock favorably. And LG, what looked like they're about to run away with the game, are still not up a very large cushion.
As of right now, no one has an operator except Envy there with the War Machine at a distance. Let's see how much value he can take of that. Apparently it's going to be huge as they take them all out. There's 3 players pretty much inside of the hill, 1 outside trying to help them out. That's Envy. He takes a kill, now gets a nade to the face. There's a kill from Bay, goes for the double, doesn't let it damage, but ends up getting taken down. Still not enough. The side of Godlike trying to get inside, not possible. Losing little by little, more and more momentum. Godlike struggling like crazy. Let's be reminded, LG are ahead in a 2-1 fight on the overall series.
Washi from the pin, shut down. Godlike still holding on, but they're just inside the hard point, having to respond to wherever LG are coming from. No spawn control, but Trunks trying to feel things out with the claw. And there's the breathing room they need. Vague will shut it down, but largely speaking, this is still fine for Godlike. You don't anticipate getting a ton of time here on the 4th hill. Vague shut down. Again, extra couple of seconds here and there for Godlike. Not bad news as Envy will clean things up, but the focus for Godlike is already on rotation, trying to control the top hallways, sitting over the top of Fountain, and the Bees will kick things off with an opening double.
And back we go to the P1 rotation. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what impact could have this time around. The first one was for Godlike. On the second for LG right now. LG has the lead of about 30 or so seconds going their way, and they'll try to increase that. Of course, the side of Godlike has a few operators that they can try to use to prevent LG from getting any further ahead in there. There's going to be a lot of explosions. Envy getting knocked out with that double kill by Abysso, who gets executed by Vague. There's a push from Vague through the smoke, trying to stay alive. 30 seconds ahead. They're trying to increase that as we speak. Vague managing to survive every single time that we see Vague just causing chaos inside of those smokes.
Still though, kills for Godlike good. Trunks really starting to catch some heat. 33 kills for him. Keeping more than pace of what Vague's been able to do to this point. But Washi and Envy definitely finding a lot of success here for the AR line of LG. Tech down low, a little bit caught in. And now here come the rest of Tribe. Annihilator gets whipped out. Prevail taking the equalizer to the front door. I don't think they realize LG spawning behind them, but the pitch is good from Well. Neutrino gets a double. Tech from the front keeps the hard point open. 192.03. Tech catches a War Machine nade to the face. And that's enough for Godlike to get right back in. Can they hold though? Do they get a read on the spawns? Luminosity spawning behind, and Neutrino seems to have it figured out. Godlike in and over 200 points.
The operator fight is just insane right now. They are fighting head to head, toe to toe. In here, Van has the opportunity to eventually use that Purifier. In here does not need it whatsoever. The Fennec is more than enough to take down Trunks, and as such, we're gonna see how Learn tries to steal, cause them terror. There's the double. But not a triple, still managing to survive. There's Washi with his own double for himself. Scribe time to the side of LG. That's going to be 217 to 06 in favor of LG. We're going to be late to the party, though.
Godlike has a good setup, but the problem is the hard point's going to open and Tech is going to be behind them. Godlike need to deal with number 2 in yellow. Good hold from Prevail from the front. Stops the most of LG from hitting. They do clean up Tech behind the play. A beast with the Sparrow out. Godlike, a chance to reclaim the lead, and Neutrino continues to find kills. Washi with the Annihilator from the front. LG, split spawn. Do they get a read on this? Numbers looking good for the team in yellow as Vague continues to find a lot of success with the equalizer through 10. Now it's up to Godlike from the front, 220, 220. Godlike finding kills. Band following up though with the Purifier. Able to find himself again. More control at 10. 21 seconds left. Neither team can win here.
Triple kill down there for Neutrino. Double for Prevail, cleaning absolutely everybody on the side of LG, and Godlike all of a sudden has the control. There's still 10 seconds left, and Ben knows that. That's more than enough to cost there on the hearts of LG. There is the control. There's gonna be one more that could be the last one, but Godlike are far ahead, and that's exactly what they need. But LG is seemingly gonna get there first into the hands of Washi.
Big kills from LG. It's gonna be a photo finish. Godlike split spawn. Does LG get a read on this? No one has an operator. It's just down to who's flat out better. And Vague gets a double. Neutrino, a late War Machine. Can he clear out the hard point? Not able to connect yet. He's trying to mantle. He's trying to get up to help his teammates clear this zone out. 241, 238. LG still finding kills. Abi's only able to get one. There's the follow-up trade. Envy spamming it down. LG have a chance to put it away. Contest comes through. Neutrino able to get himself a double. Late War Machine for Envy. Only gets one. Godlike can still win. 242, 242. They've got control. You've got Learn. He's got an operator left. They just need 2 more seconds. Tech, can you clear it? No, he can't. Let's go to Meltdown.
Oh, look at the hype. Look at their faces. Look at the way they celebrate. They've done it. It was not easy.
See what we got. It's Meltdown map 5. Let's get it on.
Let's get right into it. All right, seems like offense is gonna go first for LG, and that's exactly what they like. Look at that push, but the need is there to prevent Ben from pushing any further. There's Big, also with the usage of the R9-0, ladies and gentlemen. That's right, Big is at it again. Envy takes the opportunity to plant that bomb. There's gonna be now 45 seconds on the clock as Godlike now tries to go for the retake.
This is all about just Tech get a good read on this. Oh, he just needed to find the information. Vague has to reposition with this R9.
He's got to
He has to pick the right doorway with this, and he may have guessed correctly here. Shotgun up towards middle. He's been seen. First shot lands. He sneaks away. Fake not quite able to double down. Retake on the way. Shot misses by Washi. Trade's good for Godlike. And Trunks is going to let him know. First round goes the way of Godlike on the retake.
Oh, I love it, man. I love it. All that body shooting. They know what they're doing, and they made it happen. I gotta say that a couple of unfortunate moments for LG as they were not able to capitalize on that really clean bomb plan. And I think a part of it could be that nade. You know, I think that threw them off a little bit.
Yeah, the nade landing at mid-map gives Godlike the ability to make that quick rotation safely through mid. And then on top of that, if Vega's going to try to commit to this shotgun, he's going to have to pick correctly where he wants to use it. And how about Learn? He says, you want to play with shotguns? I got you. Prevail, pushing through. Maybe overheating a touch, but still finds the kill needed. Washi now by himself. And he's not going to go anywhere. Oh my, Godlike not letting LG start this thing off in the same way they did firing range.
24 seconds off a round. You said it perfectly. You want to use the shotgun? Let me show you how to use the shotgun as they go so fearlessly from mid deeply onto the enemy side and take those kills. And they are going to get the perfect read as they all begin to try to defend over on Bravo. There's going to be a push there from Abyss. Gets the kill, gets naked down. There's going to be now the 3-for-1 trade in favor of Godlike, who gets another one. The side of LG getting completely obliterated. Big gets the answer back onto Neutrino, but I don't think that's going to be enough as they are all collapsing onto him at once. Godlike are making it rain onto the LG, the biggest target of the tournament.
I love this. Godlike says, I don't give a rat's rear end what your record looks like on Meltdown. We're just going to slap you right in the face. And LG have to make an adjustment here. That's 3 straight rounds where they've tried to overwhelm and stack things as at least 4, and they're still going to make this play happen. Trophies go down, a lot of trophies go down. Nade's behind it. Prevail, what a slide shell, doesn't quite get away. Vega able to at least go 1 for 1. Envy with the quick plant. Godlike, do you try to contest this? Nade's over the top. Not quite going to find the kill. So now it's down to the retake, and Learn will sneak through the smoke to at least open the door. Follow up from Trunks, long range shots, beautiful. 3v2, Envy and Washi playing right on top of one another. Envy over the top of the heady. Does find the first elimination, leveling the terms to a 2v2. Neutrino provides the trade, just down to Washi. Pistol out, has the sniper in his back pocket. First shot lands, second, no! And how about a Bees? Says, thank you for the shotgun, I'll pick that up, make good use of it, it's a quick 4-0.
Do you think that Godlike baited this situation to happen?
Very well may have.
They are reading them like an open book. It's as if they knew exactly what was going to happen on the opponent's mind. 4-0 Godlike dominating this game of Search and Destroy. Now the side of LG could be falling onto a similar situation that what we saw in the first Search and Destroy.
Godlike staying aggressive, and look at the patience from LG. They're just staying in spawn. Doesn't make a difference though. Prevail able to find himself to keep his life. Trades are decent for LG. This is all Nixie. We're not even playing Search and Destroy, we're playing TDM right now. Tech and Washi, last 2 left for LG. They need this round, and Prevail is all over them. Tech now last 1 left. Red by a Bees. Godlike 5-0 up.
They gotta be happy with themselves, but that's still not the end of the road. They got 5, they need 2 more. They need to try to make it happen. The side of LG is struggling like we've never seen them struggle before in the semifinals game. Ladies and gentlemen, India are here to stay as they all begin to push on the side of Alpha. Triple with a nade. Prevail gets the knock. All of a sudden, Tech is the only one alive. It takes a double kill, but it's not enough. Learn is gonna finish him up with the gloves. What in the world is going on? Someone please help me to understand. This doesn't make sense. India are 1 single round away from the grand finals.
LG stunned right now. We swapped the sides. How do you come out of spawn and think you have to win 6 in a row? Godlike, heavy-handed towards B. Band playing through mid, has snuck behind the majority of this play. Learn, gets a read on it, wants the challenge! Oh! With the shotgun, are you kidding? Bomb planted! Godlike looking for the flawless meltdown. Luminosity trembling, scared to make a move. How do you open this up? Trade comes out. Prevail holding the front door.
They done it.
It's perfect. And Cinderella stays in the tournament. The heavy favorites slapped out in top 4.
Wow, what a moment. What a moment, let him have it there.
Roster changes in the face of just complete mystery and see Prevail go 10-3.
All right, well, you know the ride. You beat them.
We need to say one thing. Wait, one thing.
LG was.
East is best, west is ass.
Guys,
East is best, west is ass. Let's go! Let's go! Let's go, West! East. Oh, shit.
That has got to feel good, knowing how much effort